Good evening, everyone. I'm required by law to inform the public that a copy of the Open Meeting Act is posted on the wall to your right as you come in the door of the Row Building, Gary White Memorial Room. This meeting is being recorded. If the president wishes to speak, please come to the podium, state your name and address, and speak directly towards the microphone the entire time you're addressing the governing body. We also have some speakers or interested individuals joining the meeting via video or teleconference using the Zoom platform as published in our meeting notification. If you are our Zoom audience, please keep your microphone muted. For those who are wanting to comment, please do the following. For those joining us via the Zoom app or through your computer, please click on the raised hand button. For those joining us through the call-in feature, please press *9. This will notify our moderator, Mr. Randy Dunster, that we have a comment from one of our virtual attendees, and he will let me know that you wish to speak. And I'll have him unmute you. When you speak, also, please state your name and address. Now, you all will join me this evening for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Sofsky? Present. Commissioner Whalen? Present. Commissioner Cheney? Present. Commissioner Sharp? Present. Mayor Beckett?
Present. Only two items under consent this evening. First, to approve the minutes of the October 20th, 25 City Council meeting. The second, to approve the report of new claims and approving the disposition of the claims set for the period of October 21st, 2025 to November 3rd, 2025. Is there any items, either of those items, Commissioner White pulled down for further discussion under new business? This time I'll move the passage of both consent items. Call, please.
Commissioner Sharp?
Yes.
Commissioner Cheney?
Yes.
Commissioner Whalen? Yes. Commissioner Sofsky?
Yes.
Mayor Beckett?
Yes. Next item, due to continued, one of our full-time apparatus engineers still not being able to be on duty, I will bring employment for Robert Earl as temporary fire apparatus engineer. He can only do a 4-month stint in the fiscal year, for the new fiscal year, so he can cover that gap and do another temporary 4 months. So this time, chief, anything to add to that?
Hopefully have our full-time engineer back in December is what we're hoping.
All right. So this time I bring that temporary fire apparatus engineer, Robert Earl, before the council.
Commissioner Whalen?
Yes.
Commissioner Sofsky?
Yes.
Commissioner Cheney?
Yes.
Commissioner Sharp?
Yes.
Mayor Beckett?
Yes. Item 4, Chief Murray is going to help us introduce our newest officer to the force. So we can get to know him.
Thank you, Mayor and Council, Chief Benjamin Murray, Police Department. We came before you, several months back, requesting the opportunity to go before the public to raise funds for a second canine unit. Officer Stanka stepped out and, made that happen very quickly with Sergeant Richardson assisting him as well. And, we were able to obtain, BB here as our new canine. He, looks like he's part Corgi, but he's not. So, we do have, Officer Stanka and BB. Officer Stanka has completed the narcotics, certification. He is able to, deploy BB at this time under narcotics investigation, but he is continuing in the academy at this time, for his hammer protection, tracking, and several other things. I'll let him kind of explain that as well. He is joined this evening by his family, his wife, and his kids. As you saw, his youngest daughter ran over to BB and he just sat there and watched her. So the intelligence of these animals is absolutely amazing to watch them when they work and such, as well as Officer Stanka. He does a good job.
Disagree?
So I'll let Officer Stanka kind of give you just a quick review of what he's going through with training, and I'll present Officer BB to you. I say they just because from the 80s and stuff. So, but Officer Stanka, if you'd like to give a quick rundown of the training stuff.
So this is BB. He's a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois German Shepherd mix. He comes from us from Hungary. We imported him through a vendor in Arkansas. And it came pretty highly recommended from the State Patrol and a few other local agencies. That's where they're getting their dogs. They've had a lot of success His favorite thing to do is go to work, just as I'm standing here watching him, he's looking for something here, which is what we want from these dogs. That's their favorite thing to do, it's fun for them, and they get to play if, all things go well. As far as training goes, we started the middle of September with detector camp, which is all of our narcotics certification. We wrapped up with that about a week and a half ago. From that portion of it, so we're now able to go out and assist officers here or other agencies in the area on their request to come and help find narcotics. We just started a patrol camp, which is gonna be like our searching, handler protection, or I say searching, tracking, handler protection, apprehension, that sort of thing. So he's doing great. He's the smallest in his class, even with his age, but he can do the same things the bigger dogs can do. And he's shown that time and again, and I'm told from my classmates who are the bite suit that he's got the hardest bite, but I can't speak to that, in side-by-side comparisons, so. But he's been great, he's very social. We brought him around, the football game here a couple weeks ago, and then even here, having him at home. He's just a dog at home, and he's very social. He knows who his family is, and great with the kids, so hopefully we can incorporate that a little bit with the community as well, getting him out and socializing with people.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for allowing us this opportunity to bring on a second canine unit. I don't have it in my pocket. Yeah, allowing this opportunity to bring on a second canine unit, we'd also like to thank community members that generously donated for us to be able to bring this on and be part of our department is, our community, our commitment, and this is part of that. So, again, thank you all very much for that opportunity. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Steve. So we'll have baseball cards soon, right, Chief?
Hey, there we go, that's a great idea. Like,
No, the dog.
Oh, no.
All right, moving on, proclamations, we're gonna do the Veterans Memorial Day proclamation. As I did last year, I would love to have all fellow veterans in the room join me up front. I don't feel so lonely up there. Do we get baseball cards too? Yeah.
Oh, we don't feel bad.
He's a little outnumbered.
That don't matter.
Veterans Day proclamation. Whereas across our great nation and throughout the world, Americans will pause on November 11th, 2025 at 11 a.m. to honor the men and women who for more than 249 years have courageously preserved our freedom through their selfless and dedicated service. And whereas we recognize that all veterans, regardless of their service and the era in which they served, have paid the price for our cherished liberties and have given a piece of themselves to defend the Constitution and framework of this great country. And whereas our veterans have courageously defended our United States, our interests, and our allies through both the best and worst of times, and have done so tirelessly while seeking neither favor nor fame. They answered a calling, a call to arms to preserve a country they simply love. They rallied to the battle cry of freedom, freedom of one's person's unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and for this we are in their debt. And whereas at all times, but especially today, we should all hold in the highest regard our fellow citizens who have honorably worn the uniform of this great nation. I urge all of us to personally reach out to a veteran with a word of thanks, or at least to take some time in our day to reflect on our veterans' willingness to serve, to fight, and if need be, give their all, to lay down their lives to defend the freedoms we hold so dear. And whereas to all our veterans, we have no means to repay the debt we owe, but offer a simple yet heartfelt message: thank you, all of you, for your service. It is our hope that your example will serve to inspire others to follow in your footsteps, to emulate your selfless service in peacetime and in war, here in this nation and throughout the world. Now, therefore, I, Brian Beckett, Mayor of the City of Nebraska City, Nebraska, do hereby proclaim that Nebraska City's gratitude and esteem for all veterans, and encourage all Nebraska City residents to recognize in whatever means possible our veterans and their service on Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. And further, after this date, to continue to support our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines in thought, word, prayer, and service if called. So, thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to public hearings. I will now open the public hearing to report on the use of Nebraska City Economic Development Growth Funds.
I do not have a presentation for you this evening, but I do have a handout. You get one of the doodled up ones. Sorry. So normally, Lisa Walker, Nebraska City Area Economic Development Corporation. Again, to give you an update on the LB 840 program, Nebraska City's Growth Fund. So normally we do an update just twice a year. We did have a CARC meeting, a Citizens Action Review Committee, to review some things, and so I think that brought forth this mini update, we'll call it. So just to start, some things that I want you all to be aware of. We do have some members on CARC who will be expiring as of December in just a couple months. I guess next month now. So Vaughn, Hammond, Gloria Glover, and Gina Stavis will all need to either be brought back on or replaced. As far as LB 840 as a whole, the renewal will occur next year in 2026. So we are currently working on a plan for said renewal, how to make it successful. Obviously, we want to see this renewed as a great tool for our community. So how can we educate our community? What things do we need to be aware of? Preparing fundraising, all the things we need to do to make sure that we can get it on the ballot. So just a few milestone things that are coming up in the spring that I will be working on. As far as the actual fund itself, currently we have $621,671.18 in the actual account. However, part of that is allocated, as you all know. Good Life Ag has 400 of that to be coming up very soon, if not already. The Creative District has a annual disbursement. They have 73,000 and some change in there. And then there is a remainder of 13,000 that just has not been spent and reimbursed with these funds. So that is still in that pool of money. That leaves us currently with $135,078.51. As far as the loans, we have 14 current outstanding loans with a total balance of $1,448,868. But with those loans, we have received payments of $451,059.59. So for moving forward, that 25-26 allocation will be $310,000, which will bring our balance, and again, sorry for my typo there, it is $445,782.80. Any questions on any of that thus far?
Okay, so the remaining funds in the block above did not include the disbursement.
That's correct. We have not received that disbursement yet. So where we sit right now is the 135, knowing that that 300 and, what did I say, 10,000 is on its way very soon.
Okay.
So just some things, what we're looking for, moving forward. I'm still getting my feet wet, you could say, in this job. But I do see a lot of potential growth coming forward, locally, local projects, as well as national projects that are looking at our location for projects. Some very exciting things. I'm hoping we can see some exciting new projects coming our way within the next few years, and just continued support to our small businesses and others who need the funds. And that is my report for you.
Have we had any new applications? I'm not necessarily interested in the new application, but since you've been on board, have you seen our application process work, and do you think it's working?
I think it is working. You know, there is a bit of, you have to go to City Hall, do the application all by hand, take it all back to City Hall, they check it off, then I go and pick it up. So there's lots of steps. It works. I think moving things digitally is always preferred. If there was a way to simplify the process and make sure we have checks and balances to make sure that everything is occurring the right way, then I would see that maybe being a benefit in the future.
And it's all longhand and paper.
It is. And, you know, just honestly, just continued education of the community. You know, just in the past few months, I've had a couple of entities come saying, hey, I did this project. I like LB 840 is to pay me back for it. That's, you know, this is helping build, we're not just repaying people for making improvements in the businesses.
I know the Secretary of State has put out a draft of the election calendar for 2026. I think it's around first part of July that ballot measures have to be in. We have to check the exact date. So we're talking within the next 6 months,
Absolutely.
having to have that ballot measure, final, 2 ballot measures, actually, there'll be 2. One to approve having it, and the second ballot measure, how we're gonna fund it, which I'm assuming we would probably keep with our sales tax, close to the
Percentage.
formula that we have now.
I mean, that's, yeah, I don't know if that's something that needs to be discussed, if we need to increase it for something, or if we just wanna keep it the same. I guess I would ask for your input on that as well.
Okay. So then over the next probably couple of months, we need to bring some milestone check-ins with the council on the plan,
Yeah.
moving forward, so we have a plan in time to make sure, yep, that's it, because the funding mechanism, the funding ballot is gonna be a ballot all on its own. So we'd have to keep that to be our next plan, which we did change in this 10-year plan. Our first 10-year plan was just a certain amount, and then the second 10-year plan that we're on right now, we increased it to where the more we made in sales tax, the more we could set aside for the fund. So we probably need to do that because that's heavily gonna influence the funding ballot measure. And then the other measure saying, hey, we want to continue to have it for more.
Right.
And I believe the plan has to be available to the public prior to the vote, but I don't know what date that has to be finalized.
I will do my best to research all of that and have it ready before any deadlines.
Ballot measures aren't easy to write for some reason.
I will seek your assistance. Thank you.
Any questions, Elise? Any other comments from the public on this this public hearing on the city's use of LB 840 or economic development rules? This time, I move to close the public hearing to report on the use of the Nebraska City Economic Development Growth Fund.
I'll second.
Motion and second for the discussion. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Cheney?
Yes.
Commissioner Sharp?
Yes.
Commissioner Wade? Yes. Commissioner Osowski?
Yes.
Mayor Dyke?
Yes. Thank you, Lisa. Moving on to new business, item 7, discussion/action to approve to vacate the alley/street that divides the substation on Industrial Road parcel 003-06800.
Marty Stovall, Construction Facility Manager. So, I was approached by Stuart with the Nebraska City Utilities, down at their substation off Industrial Road. They have a future project coming, change out some building locations. And so there's an alley platted through there currently, dividing the property, which should have, been vacated and out of there in the past. I wanted to bring forth an ordinance so we could just be done with this with your approval tonight, but being kind of a trapezoid and there's just a lot for Drew to come up with a legal, they're having some, some survey work done with JEO. They can replat this with your approval of dismissing this alley fee there, we'll just admin plat it in that process, then it'll just be one parcel. So, just looking for approval that we could move forward to remove that alley out of that parcel and combine it into one.
So it's the city's alley now,
Correct.
as the utility said, how much you're willing to pay for it?
I'll bring back negotiations at the next meeting.
Okay. Whole motion that we approve to vacate the alley that divides the substation on Industrial Road, parcel number 003068000.
I'll second.
Motion and a second, further discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Whalen?
Yes.
Commissioner Sharp?
Yes.
Commissioner Osowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Cheney?
Yes.
Mayor Beckett?
Yes. Item A, resolution 2980-25 for the year-end certification of city street superintendent. 2020.
Marty Stovall Construction Facility.
He's got
Oh, I'm sorry.
resolution, he's got to read it.
I should have sat down.
Resolution number 2980-25, whereas the state of Nebraska statute sections 39-2302 and 39-2511 through 39-2515 details the requirements that must be met in order for a municipality to qualify for an annual incentive payment. And whereas the state of Nebraska Department of Transportation, NDOT, requires that each incorporated municipality must annually certify by December 31st of each year the appointments of the city street superintendents to the NDOT using the year-end certification of city street superintendent form. And whereas the NDOT requires that each certification shall also include a copy of the documentation of the city street superintendent's appointment, i.e. meeting minutes showing the appointment of the city street superintendent by their name as it appears on their license if applicable, their license number if applicable, and class license if applicable, and type of appointment, i.e. employed, contract, consultant, or in the local agreement with another incorporated municipality and or county, and the beginning date of the appointment. And whereas the NDOT also requires that such year-end certification of city street superintendent form shall be signed by the mayor or village board or chairperson and shall include a copy of a resolution of the governing body authorizing the signing of the year-end certification of city street superintendent form by the mayor or village board chairperson. Be it resolved that the mayor of Nebraska City is hereby authorized to sign the attached year-end certification of city street superintendent completed forms.
Very eager construction facility manager, Marty Stovall. So, yeah, just, typical, every year, we have Evan Wickersham as our city street superintendent, which is a licensed registered engineer and has met the standard for the street superintendent for the $6,000 pass-through NDOT, is how it's funded, so. Any questions? Thanks.
We always do this appointment annually, right?
Correct.
A motion that we approve resolution 2980-25 for the year-end certification of the city street superintendent 2025.
Motion and second, further discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sharp?
Yes.
Commissioner Osowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Whalen?
Yes.
Commissioner Cheney?
Yes.
Mayor Beckett?
Yes. Thank you, Marty. Item 9, discussion / action to approve forgiving the remainder of the forgivable growth fund loan made to NAP Fund.
Lisa Walker, Rusk City Area Economic Development Corporation, once again. Nap Time had a forgivable loan of $10,000, and it was due at the end of August. She was required by Clark and you to go to step 2 in the licensing process. She has accomplished all of the steps, all the mini steps to finish that step 2. She just is a little late. So as of October 14th, she submitted her application to the state, showing that she has completed all of the mini steps, and the clerk is recommending that we give her a little bit of grace, that she is a month or 2 late, and forgive the loan.
we received the written certification from the state that she completed step one of step two?
We do not. We checked with her last Thursday, and the person from the state happened to be there on site, and she asked if that person could give her an update, and they said it's in the process of being processed. And, as soon as they have it, we will give that to the city, to you for review.
So what is the timeline to forgive it now versus waiting for that official sign off? Were they supposed to start paying as of October 31st?
It was, the loan started, required to be, repaid starting September 30th. So we are a month and change late.
It was a 5-year, she was supposed to start the end of December paying $197.88 a month. We did not receive a September payment, correct?
We have not.
Or October, so there's 2 payments, it's only $197.88 a month. By the agreement that it would be forgivable, nap time would complete step one of the program before December 31st, 2022. I believe she did meet that. That's just registered with the step up quality program with DHHS. And then complete step 2 of the 5 steps before August 31st.
Once that's completed, we would forgive the.
I might forgive the loan. If it wasn't, then she'd start making payments. They're asking for, she's asking for, I guess, leniency on that date, and the court has forwarded their approval of that request.
That's correct.
So I'd say, we could approve that this evening, but I would make it contingent on receiving within the next, I don't know how fast the state moves on this. I know they have a ton of daycares within the last couple of years doing the step up quality program, so I know it's, I don't know, have any idea how long we've received this.
She submitted on October 14th. I guess my recommendation is give her a month from today.
And we've been-
Yes.
Yeah.
And obviously, as soon as we get it, I can pass that on. Yeah, that's fair.
And within this, we're also allowing her to suspend payments.
Yeah.
What days would be due?
Well, I'm assuming it's the 30th of every month.
30th of every month.
September, October.
Just do it with three.
I move that we approve forgiving the remainder of the forgivable growth fund loan made to nap time, contingent on receiving by December 1st, the certification from the state. And then we will allow the payments during that time to continue to be suspended. Motion and a second, further discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sharp?
Yes.
Commissioner Osowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Cheney?